So welcome back to another video. I'm Vic, your host. Today we are playing Carloball, or at least we're gonna try. We're gonna look back at the infamous Carlo Ancelotti Real Madrid team in 2014-15 season, where they won 16 straight games and played some impressive attacking football. And we're gonna try to replicate the tactics using this season's Real Madrid side. And the reason we are doing this is because I got a request back on my Glasgow Rangers Online Divisions gameplay series from George Viju. I'm gonna read his comment here. Mate, can you make an Ancelotti Real Madrid tactics? And obviously that's a very exciting project to do. However, it's 6 years ago and I can't remember exactly how they played, so I had to do some googling here. And I found a very interesting article dissecting the tactics and the reason why Real Madrid ended up playing the way they did in that season, because they had a pretty impressive squad, and their starting three up front were Cristiano, Benzema and Bale. Then Bale got injured and they had to do some shuffling around on the team. And I'm gonna read some quotes from the article. I'm also gonna link it down below so you can take a look at it. But basically the article starts with a look at how Carlo Ancelotti has set up Real Madrid to attack and defend. And this was written in December of 2014. So before that season, apparently Real Madrid had lost Angel Di Maria and Xavi Alonso. And it also looks like they were without Mesut Özil. However, they had acquired Gareth Bale. And before the season he was quoted saying, "I feel like a manager who has to fix things in the same way that I felt like a manager who had to fix things last season." And then they go on to say that they start out the season pretty bad with some losses, and then they turn it around and they go on an unbeaten run in which they win 18 games. Actually, I think I said 16 earlier in the video, but apparently it's 18 straight wins. And the author goes on to write, "In modern football, successful managers are not just those who have a football philosophy, or those who are capable of attracting stars, or those who groom youngsters to become stars themselves. Or apart from all these basic qualities of a successful manager, there is something which is seldom found in managers today, which is adaptability." And what happened tactically is that Ancelotti usually runs a 4-3-3. But because of the player changes and the injuries and stuff like that, a normal 4-3-3 didn't cut it. So he changed it up a little bit and he went with kind of a fluid formation actually. When attacking, he had the 4-3-3. And when defending, he pulled one of the wingers back to defend in a 4-4-2. As the author writes here, however, a slight tilt to the team's shape had turned the tables for Real Madrid as they went from a flat 4-3-3 to a 4-4-2/4-3-3 hybrid formation. Change was predominantly meant to improve the defensive third and create a free-flowing counter on the break. And then it goes on to quote Carlo Ancelotti saying, 4-4-2 is the best defensive system that exists, and our intention is to defend with a 4-4-2 and attack with a 4-3-3. So what happened after Bale got injured? They played the 4-3-3 with Isco, Kroos and Modric in the midfield, and Ronaldo, Benzema and James up front. And right off the bat here, we see that today's Real Madrid does not have the same setup, the same kind of players that they did back in 2014. So trying to implement this Carloball tactic will be a little bit difficult. But as they say here, a good manager is able to adapt. So that's what I'm gonna try to do. And basically what I get out of this article is that they attack wide and they attack vertically. They play direct football when they get the chance to go on the break. And they rely on a lot of combination plays on the wings and to get the fullbacks around to do crosses. Obviously, in 2014, they had really good headers in all three front players. In Ronaldo, Benzema and Bale, all of them can head the ball pretty well. Today's Real Madrid is not that strong in the air, obviously. I'm gonna start Hazard on the left wing and then Asensio on the right wing, and none of them are really headers on the ball. Nevertheless, I think I have found a pretty decent setup for this team, trying to imitate Carloball. Also, what's interesting is that Real Madrid is one of the featured teams next week. I think they're playing El Clásico or against Atletico Madrid or something. So you can play with Real Madrid in match day and play with original preset teams, so you don't have to worry about form and conditions and stuff like that. If you play with them in match day, every player is gonna have green arrow, and you can have some fun with it and pick up some rewards along the way for my club. But enough about that, let's dive into the tactical setup here. So the base formation will be a 4-3-3. I'm gonna do a fluid formation, and offensively I'm gonna tilt it a little bit, and I'm gonna explain why I've set it up like this. But let's start with the starting 11. Courtois in goal, Mendy, Varane, Sergio Ramos and Carvajal back 4. Then Isco as the left midfielder, Casemiro as the anchorman, Toni Kroos as the orchestrator, box-to-box kind of player. Then you have Asensio on the right wing. And then up front I have Hazard as a second striker and Benzema as the main striker. And the defensive setup is basically, it says a 4-3-3, but I'm going with wing back as defensive advanced instruction to get Asensio back and also to get Isco back when needed. Because I think I read in the article that Real Madrid's defensive setup under Ancelotti was to defend with as many players as possible to try to win the ball back and not give away anything for free, even though it's a 4-3-3 offensively. So the setup here is to pull the back 4 on a straight line instead of having the fullbacks a little bit high, which is the normal. Then I pull Kroos a little bit back on line with Casemiro, Isco a little bit back as well. The top 3 stays relatively at the same spot as offensively, only that Asensio will do some runs back when needed defensively. And for the attacking instructions, I'm gonna go with possession, long pass, attacking wide while maintaining formation. I don't think it's smart to go on flexible, which is the default Real Madrid Zinedine Zidane tactic, because flexible really takes a toll on the players. They have to make a lot of runs, and I prefer to keep them in their original position as much as possible, not to spend that much of their stamina running around. And I'm gonna have support range of 5 because I'm playing long pass, which is basically the same as direct passing. I think a lot of people associate long pass with lofted long passes, but it doesn't have to mean that. I mean, long pass is basically the same as playing direct, playing vertically, while short pass to me is more like tiki-taka, playing possession on your own half and yeah, stuff like that. So obviously the strategy here is to have some possession, but at the same time try to get the ball as quickly as possible to the front 3 and then have them lay it back to play some L1 passes with the give and goes, with the triangle plays, to get around on the wings and try to play behind the defense. I can also do some crosses towards Benzema because he's decent in the air, but I'm gonna try to keep it on the ground. And I'm also gonna show you one really important thing to consider when playing with this team, because let's take a look at the inspire of these players. You have Isco on the left, he inspires low pass 2 stars, lofted pass 1 star. Then you have Casemiro, who also inspires low and lofted with 1 star. Then you have Toni Kroos, who inspires low and lofted 2 stars. Asensio inspires low pass 1 star. Benzema also inspires low pass 1 star. And Hazard inspires low pass 2 stars. What that means is you're gonna have a lot of natural movement when these players have the ball, because the inspire trait makes your teammate go on runs when you have the ball with one of these players. And also what's interesting is, I think Mendy is the only player who doesn't inspire some movement. Varane inspires lofted pass 1 star. Ramos, lofted pass 1 star. Carvajal, lofted pass 1 star. So basically for Carvajal, it's a good trait to have because you can cross with him if you go around on the wing. For Ramos and Varane, it's not that important really, but it means you can get some movement if you have the ball and play out from the back. You can do some long passes. And for the advanced instructions, I'm also going to activate wing rotation. I want to get some movement when I have the ball on the wing. And then for my defense, I'm going to play defense first, all out defense. with wide containment because I'm playing Swarm the Box advanced instruction, which basically means when the opposition has the ball on the wing, they're gonna swarm the box defensively. So if I try to contain them wide as well, I'm gonna try to force crosses, which will probably give me an advantage inside the box because we have some real solid defenders there. And all-out defense also helps because Courtois, the goalie, is a defensive goalkeeper, which means he won't go out and sweep on through balls. So playing with a high defensive line and frontline pressure would be a little bit risky, I think, with this team, which is why I'm going with a pretty low defensive line of 4 with 2 compactness. But I'm gonna try aggressive pressure just to have some press on the ball carrier. And as I mentioned earlier, I'm gonna swarm the box and I'm gonna pull the wing back when defending. So that's basically the setup I have, trying to imitate Carloball. Perhaps it will work, perhaps it won't, I don't know. I'm gonna play some friendlies now online to see how it works out. I'm not gonna play online divisions with this team because I'm in Division 5, and in Division 5 you need 2,500 points just to stay in the division, and Real Madrid awards like 260 or something per win, so I have to win all 10 games in a season just to stay in the division, and I'm not gonna win 10 games. So enough about the tactics. Let's jump into some games and see how it works out. So I think it's worth to mention that Real Madrid is currently on B form. So if you actually want to play some online divisions and don't care about promotion, relegation and stuff like that, you will get an extra boost when picking them. So for the first game, I'm gonna face Real Madrid actually. I'm gonna play in the black kits, so you know, for the gameplay. And for this game, I actually have Asensio on orange. So I'm gonna start Lucas Vazquez instead. Prolific winger, he can get around and cross, but he's really a different playing type than Asensio, so hopefully it won't matter that much. So it seems like it's raining for this game, which is a little bit of a bummer when you rely on some passing plays, but let's see how it works out. Not sure how many games I'm gonna try out here with this tactic, but at least a couple of games. I mean, if I like playing with it, I'm gonna try some more games, obviously. Whoa. But the point here is just to see that the tactics is solid and that I have some foundation to use it. Let's see with Cruz here with the give and go. Lose possession. I think defensively I'm gonna have pretty good control on every opponent because it's a really good defensive team and I'm playing all out defense. I'm not gonna risk anything. We can get something going here. Hazard, Isco, Mendy. Perhaps Cruz can go on a shot there. Ooh. You see, there's a lot of movement here. Even though I'm not playing counter-attack, when I won the ball there, a lot of players were running forwards immediately. Oh, come on, Isco! I think that's the difference between a prolific winger, wide midfielder, and a creative playmaker, because on the give and go there, a winger would have made the run immediately, but Isco, he hesitated. Man, come on. Here with Isco, perhaps a long ball. Yes, onside. There we go. I have to admit, I think that was a pretty good goal. Perfect long ball from Isco. I know I'm playing on pass assist 1, but it's a nice pass anyway. And the finish from Hazard. What I like about the technical players, you can do some shooting feints and stuff like that. The fake shot feint. See here we got some space with Cruz. And Vasquez out here. Let's go. See Benzema here. Oh. Samiro, let's see Cruz. A shot, perhaps. A little bit too optimistic there. To keep possession. There we go. Oh, look at that. Eden Hazard with Cristiano impersonation. What a header. I mean, Cristiano would have been proud of that header. Oh, let's go. Come on. Let's go here. Cruz, Casemiro. We got Mendy. Isco. Look at that run from Cruz there. Oh, so close. I have to work on my free kick skills because I only know how to do one type of free kick, which is the curling shot. No, a little bit too quick. Okay, so we have to defend, yeah. I think the defense is working out pretty well. So who needs Cristiano when you have Hazard? 2 goals in the first half. 2 very nice goals, I might add. Cruz here, Vasquez, and then Carvajal. Cruz on the run. Let's cross it in. Hazard again! Benzema! I know it's right off the kickoff and the defense is crappy, but sometimes you just have to score. I mean, when you play around on the wing, you give the defender a better chance at defending than doing the straight kickoff glitch. If you play online and you can't defend that kind of attack, then you're gonna concede some goals. Weird stuff going on now. See Benzema here, Isco. Benzema again? No. Sometimes you just notice with the angle and the way the player receives the ball, it's gonna lose it. Uh-oh. I mean, they have to work on throw-ins for the next version because I'm pretty sure players don't stand around on throw-ins. There we go, Benzema. Go Benzema, yeah. Benzema. Hazard. Okay, so it looked like he got enough of that, so let's play a couple of more games here before I round out the video. So for the second game I'm gonna face Barcelona, so it's El Clásico, and I'm gonna start Nacho at right back. Carvajal is on orange. For this game, Hazard and Benzema are both on orange. I'm not sure what to do with that. I'm not too fond of these Brazilian wingers. Also, Mariano Diaz is on orange, so I might as well perhaps just gonna start both of them. Actually, I'm gonna start Rodrigo instead of Hazard, and just hope for the best with Benzema. So obviously playing like friendlies like this, you never know what level your opponent is at. And also for this game, I mean, it's a big downgrade to have to start the winger, I can't remember his name. But when Hazard is out, you lose a lot of creativity offensively. Go Rodrigo. What's going on? What is that cross from Rodrigo? I know he's right-footed, but he has to be able to make like a simple low cross with his left foot. I think the defensive setup is pretty solid. As you can see there, there's a wall of players. Ooh. What was that? Offside? Look at that run. That would have been a... Oh, look at that. Would have been a perfect run through. See here, Rodrigo. Ah. The thing about Rodrigo is he's pretty quick and he can dribble, but he does not have passing skills. If you rely on that from your winger, he's not your first choice, obviously. They can be a decent option off the bench late in the games if you do have the ability to counter. The thing about Isco is you want him passing the ball as much as possible. Sometimes you can just take a gamble on playing the ball through to someone, because he inspires the low pass and the lofted pass, and he can hit those low, really low, nice through balls. Okay, so he also disconnects and got enough apparently. So let's try one more game here, and hopefully we'll be able to play the entire game. So let's give it another try, guys. Galatasaray this time, third game. Let's hope he doesn't disconnect. This is gonna be the final game I play for this video. I think I've seen the foundation already, that it's a pretty solid tactical setup. If it's exactly like Carloball, I don't know, but I really like the movement and the players I've set up in this team. And I also think I'm gonna try this Carloball tactic with Everton in another video, and perhaps also a season in online divisions sometime. However, for this game, Isco is out, so I'm gonna start Fede Valverde for this one. Let's take a quick look at him, because I didn't present him earlier in the tactics. He's a box-to-box, 85 rated midfielder. Left midfield is not his primary position, so he might underperform a little bit, but he does inspire low pass with 2 stars and lofted with 1. He can shoot from range, and he can do some passing, which is a perfect replacement for Isco. So I'm really curious how good this guy is. Seems like there could be a little bit of a lag here. Let's hope it doesn't ruin the experience. Casemiro with the break, let's see. Hazard. And Benzema, no! That would have been a pretty nice goal. A first touch chip shot. No wonder it went wide. I mean, it's a difficult shot to pull off. Really nice pass from Hazard there. See, Fede. Ah, come on. I mean, Toni Kroos is a really special player in this game because he has like the powerful kick on passes. He has some really good shots from range as well. You can score some nice long shot goals with him. Let's see here. Ooh. Let's see if we can get something going on this set piece, because we have some strength in the air inside with... I think it's Casemiro there. But I mean, with Varane and Sergio Ramos, you're gonna score some headers. Uh-oh. That's a nice play. He should have scored there. I mean, it easily could have scored. A difficult shot to make, but nice play. See what Asensio can do here. Long run from Benzema. No. Oh, let's go. Uh-oh. No. There we go. Toni Kroos. Let's see Benzema here. Come on, Benzema. Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. So close. You can see both Kroos, no, I mean Benzema and Hazard. The moment Toni Kroos gets the ball there, they start on these runs. Really nice to get that movement, because you can play those vertical through balls. You get the direct play that Ancelotti likes. Go here, Asensio. Oh man, what is that pass? The through balls are so weird sometimes, because of the angle and the calculation of the trajectory and stuff like that. Looks so bad. Break here, Fede. And come on, Hazard! No, yeah, he wins it back. Does Hazard have double touch? Wow. Go through here. Ooh. I actually don't think Hazard has the double touch, but he has so good technical skills that he can pull it off anyway. Come on. Come on, guys! Yes! Sergio Ramos. Uh-oh. Then we have some 45-minute defending here. I mean, I hate when that happens. 45 minutes and they start doing some, I mean... The way the game is programmed, what often happens is the back four, at least a couple of defenders, just shot completely off. They don't run back for whatever reason. Makes no sense whatsoever. Here we go, Asensio. Oh. Valverde. Kroos, perhaps. Mendy, Valverde, Mendy. Back to Mendy and Benzema. Nice by Hazard there. Hazard! Ooh! I feel like this is pretty close to Carloball, I have to say. You get all this movement and you attack through the wings. I think it's pretty accurate. See if we get something going here. No, bad pass. Uh-oh. And they break. Let's get Carvajal back. No, he's not gonna make it. Varane is there, and then Asensio is on red, completely tired, so swap him out. Casemiro here. Comes Cruz, and then we have a great run from Benzema. Ooh, what a shooting feint there. Perhaps I should have just crossed it towards Hazard. Also, I could have gone with the shot. So I'm gonna swap out Asensio, he's tired. I'm gonna put on Lucas Vazquez, who is on green form, so he could be a really good substitute here. I hit it to Vazquez immediately, see what he does. Fortunately, Casemiro is not the best passer. A great run from Cruz. Cruz is making a lot of very good runs offensively. What I like about PES, which can be annoying sometimes but is pretty realistic, is once you get under pressure, your skills will suffer, which is just like in real football. If you have some pressure on you, you're not gonna make the best pass. I really like the realism about that, even though it's really annoying when it goes against you. It goes both ways, so it's okay. Let's go here. Yes. Here we go, Benzema, perhaps Hazard. Come on, look at that run. Valverde, what am I doing? What am I doing? What am I doing here? Okay, so let's try Mariano Diaz here for a couple of minutes. Here is Diaz. Come on, guys. What's going on? Okay, so we win 3-0 pretty comfortably in the end. And with that, I'm gonna wrap up the video. And to summarize, I think this formation is pretty close what you would get to a Carloball 2014 Real Madrid tactic. Considering the players they have now and comparing them to the squad he had at his disposal 6 years ago. And obviously this formation is pretty exciting to test out with other teams as well, because the foundation is there to play pretty well with a lot of teams. So I'm gonna try it out with Everton for some games in the next video perhaps, or a future video at least. I also want to do a Lille online divisions actually, because I did a Lille tactics video a while back, and I really liked playing with them, but I never actually published a gameplay video with Lille, and they have a lot of exciting players, and I actually think I could pull off this formation with Lille. So I think that will come in the near future. Also, if you have some requests, obviously just leave it in the comments and I'll try my best to accommodate. So if you liked the video, please like it. And if you have some feedback for me, just leave a comment. I really appreciate all kinds of feedback. If you watched the entire video, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.